Welcome to Bismillah podcast, where we discuss different ways to produce energy as well as the impacts they have on our environment. To conclude our widely popular series, we will discuss the pros and cons of hydroelectricity and whether or not our country should invest in it. Hydroelectric power is produced in hydroelectric power plants. To generate electricity, dams open their gates which allow water from reservoirs to flow through large pipes called penstocks. The water falling through the penstocks then spins the blades of turbines, which are connected to generators which produce electricity. Transmission lines then distribute the power.
Well, that's super interesting, Muhib. But can you give me a summary of the net energy yield and/or the net energy efficiency relative to other energy sources?
Oh, of course. Well, hydropower is the most efficient way to generate electricity. Modern hydro turbines can convert as much as 90% of the available energy into electricity, whereas the best fossil fuel plants only are about 60% efficient.
That's really interesting, Muhib.
Yeah.
Keshava, could you tell me about the construction costs?
Well, in terms of total construction costs, hydroelectric power is the cheapest source of energy, while solar and wind power comes at above $15 billion total. Hydroelectric power only comes at $2.5 billion.
Wow, bro, that's like a whole Black Friday sale, but for hydroelectric dams, you know what I'm saying?
True, bro. Hydroelectricity is truly the move.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, Keshava, tell me if it's centralized or decentralized.
Well, hydroelectricity is centralized since power produced in plants are made at a large scale and are distributed through transmission lines. But Pranay, can energy be held in reserve and be used to produce electricity on demand? If so, then how efficient is it?
Pump storage hydropower is a type of hydroelectric energy storage. It is a configuration of two water reservoirs at different elevations that can generate power as water moves down through a turbine, which draws power as it pumps water to the upper reservoir.
Wow. It's cool how the engineers incorporated an energy storage for hydroelectricity. But, Keshava, can land areas used to produce energy also be used for other things?
Well, the area is not able to be used for other things, as hydroelectric plants are used in water, not land, you silly goose.
Oh, yeah, I'm so stupid for asking that. That's my bad.
Yeah, but I have an even stupider question for Pranay. Can you describe the specific effects on land, habitat, and the soil? How much land does it use?
That's not that stupid of a question. That's a pretty good question.
That's pretty stupid if you ask me. But although dams don't pollute the water nor the air, they can ruin already made natural habitats once being built.
Oh.
Wow, thanks a lot, Pranay. But now describe the specific effects on the water, and how does it affect the water quality?
Well, hydroelectricity uses a lot of water. Hence the name hydroelectricity, but it doesn't affect the water at all. The water that is used for hydroelectricity does not get polluted and is released on the other side of the plant.
That's super cool, Pranay.
Super
Kesha,
duper
enough
cool.
of your questions. I have a question for you. Describe the specific effects on air quality.
Well, here's the thing, Pranay. What if I told you hydroelectric power techniques don't have any effect on air quality whatsoever?
Wait, you mean like zero?
I guess that's what the research says.
Wow. But wait.
I know.
I don't care about air quality as much as I care about the potential effects that hydroelectricity could have on fish and wildlife. So Keshava, please go more in depth about how does it affect fish and wildlife?
Well, here's the thing. Dams harm fish ecology via river fragmentation, species migration prevention, seasonal flow disruption, and the blockage of nurturing sediments. Drastic sudden fish losses due to dams can also destroy the commercial and subsistence livelihoods of indigenous and traditional peoples. This reminds me of a story of a dear friend of mine named Muhib. His uncle in Pakistan used to be a fisherman, but then the river got blocked off by a dam, and none of the fish came to his part of the river anymore. So then his family starved, and this is the true evil nature that dams have. They have so many benefits, but we gotta look out for this one too. This is the one negative.
Hey, my name's Muhib.
Wow, I think it was your
No
uncle.
way. Speaking of Muhib, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Pranay?
Describe the greatest limitations.
Oh, well, there's only one main big limitation to hydroelectric power, which is its construction cost. Although renewable energy forms, because renewable energy forms are more expensive than non-renewable just in general. Although it is one of the cheapest ways to get energy, it is still pretty expensive nonetheless. And a common misconception is that location to build them is a pretty big cause of concern, although in reality it actually isn't, since they can be built wherever medium to large amounts of water are found, which isn't that hard.
Wow, that's super interesting, Mohib. And before we get to the last question here, I would like to give a shout out to Muhib for doing such great research on this hydroelectric power. He did so much better than Pranay.
Thank you.
It's very informative information.
Yeah,
But,
for real.
Muhib, in your opinion, I want you to give a detailed analysis here, bro.
Yeah.
Should the U.S. pursue this energy source as the energy source of the future? And if so, why?
You know what, Keshava, great question. And if there's one thing I do best, it's analyze things. And I think that we should definitely incorporate more hydroelectric power as a main extraction of energy, as they are simple and will continue to cause no pollution as long as there's water on Earth. Environmentally, hydroelectricity causes no pollution and only affects the local fish around it, but that's not at a large scale. Although expensive, it is sustainable and reliable, and is clearly our great nation's answer to alternative energy sources.
Wow, thank you so much, Mohib, and thank you, the audience, for listening to our wonderful podcast.
Yeah.
Please smash a like button. You already know.
Yeah.
And then, is that it?
Stay tuned for future podcasts if they ever come out, because honestly, I think we're going bankrupt.
Yeah, true. We are struggling with money right now, but if we get more funding, we'll carry on. But
yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, bye everybody.
See ya.